Hello everyone. So I am going to film a little bit of a tidy with me today. I have watched a couple of these recently on YouTube and I do really enjoy these types of products. They're really fun to like have on in the background whilst I'm like tidying myself. And my dressing table behind me is in a bit of a state at the moment. I've got a load of makeup brushes that need cleaning. I also want to go through all of my makeup and sort of sanitize it as well. So I've got some like 70% alcohol that I think I want to try and spray on it. Just sort of like tidy up my makeup, refresh it, and my dressing table desperately needs cleaning. So I thought it would be a good idea if I filmed myself doing it, and hopefully it will be a bit of an inspiration to you guys if you also need to do a little bit of tidying. So hopefully this is the type of video that you can kind of do alongside with me as well. I have filmed a declutter video, and the makeup that I've decluttered in that video, which is going to come up in like a week or 2 weeks I think, I've given to my boyfriend's sister, and he's actually visiting her today. So I have pre-filmed that bit of video footage where I have gone through it and sanitized it, so I will be sort of slotting that into the video at some point. But everything else we're going to do today, and I feel like I am in desperate need to definitely clean this dressing table. It is a little bit dirty, but it's just a case of I have to pull off all the products, and there's loads of products on here and I just often can't be bothered to do it. I tend to kind of like just clean around it, so it does need a thorough clean. So I guess I can't keep putting it off for any longer, but maybe let's start with my makeup brushes. Now with my makeup brushes, I don't really do anything fancy to them. I personally find just a bit of warm water and a bar of soap does a really good job of cleaning my brushes, and I've got quite a few in here to go through. So what I start to do is I get all the brushes wet, and then I will get a bar of soap and basically just brush the brush on the bar of soap. Just bringing up that brightness there, that we were a little bit dark. Now I'm usually quite good with cleaning my makeup brushes. I tend to clean them after every use, but for some reason this week they've just kind of like all built up. So I'm cleaning them all in one go. And this is just a cheap bar of soap from the supermarket. This isn't like a specialised soap to clean your makeup brushes with. Like you can even use baby shampoo if you've got it. And this bar of soap isn't used for anything else, so we don't use this to clean our hands. We actually have here on the side some soap in a pump. The bar of soap is just for my makeup brushes. So because there's so many of them, I think I'm just going to fill up the sink a little bit with some water, and then I will clean all of them underneath the running tap. But I like to get each brush and then just kind of like massage the soap that's on it into the brush and make sure that I'm cleaning all of the bristles. I'm losing my thumb ring, it keeps slipping off my finger. So I've just wrung out the excess water in the brushes in a face cloth, and then I just leave them to dry on the windowsill. This windowsill gets quite a bit of sunlight, so they tend to dry in like a day or two anyway, so it's quite often that my brushes get put back into my collection really regularly. So yeah, I'll just leave these here to dry on the windowsill now, and then I'll check them tomorrow and see which ones are dry. Right, now the job that I don't want to do, I've got to tidy my dressing table, and then I think Before I then put the products back on the dressing table, I think I'm actually going to sanitize them. So I'll empty my dressing table and then we'll put the makeup products on the floor, and then I'll go through them and tidy them up and sanitize them. So this is what I'm working with, so like foundation stains, things like that. It doesn't look too bad on camera, I suppose, but seeing it up close, it does look that bit worse. And I've had to put like some of my stuff on the bed. I've taken up like the whole windowsill, and then I've got some more stuff there. I've got so much stuff. Alright, so I've got all my makeup on the floor here. I'm probably not going to be able to clean all of it because some of it is new and some of it doesn't need cleaning, and some of it I'm not even sure how I would clean. But I've got my alcohol here, which I'm gonna try and connect this spray nozzle to, and hopefully this will fit and I can spray some of my powders with the alcohol and sanitize it that way. So yeah, I guess let's kind of make a start on all this. So stuff like this I can't really sanitize. This is new anyway, and it's just a pump nozzle, so I mean, I guess all I could do really is just take some tissue and wipe around the nozzle. But yeah, products like that I can't really sanitize. Lip glosses, I suppose I can just like tidy up around here. But things like powders, I can scrape the top layer maybe if it needs to. If it's got any hard pan I will do, but I can take tissue and wipe up around there, and then I can spray it with the alcohol. And then pencils, if they need to, I can sharpen them. These containers could also do with a bit of a clean as well, so I'm going to get some anti-bac and clean these. Doing this is just a really nice way to freshen up your makeup. It stops it looking really like scruffy, and also just make sure that it's kept clean and hygienic as well. And you might think, well, it's just me using it, so does it really matter? But it's just nice to have that assurance that your makeup is clean. These do dry pretty quickly though, so these two blushes are dry. This powder isn't because it's still got some like stains, not stains, some wet marks on where the splotches were quite big. I think my powder's got a little splotch on it. That one's fine. That one looks a little bit wet still. I think this one's fine. These can wait for a bit longer. I do have a bit of hard pan in my Vive bronzer, and you can use sellotape to get rid of hard pan, but I think what I'm just going to do is just gently sort of like scrape this first layer off. I find that this sometimes works a bit better than sellotape. Sellotape doesn't always get rid of the problem. So this is the makeup that I'm going to be giving to my boyfriend's sister, and when I did tell her that I was giving the makeup to her, I said, I'll sanitize it for you as well, I'll sharpen everything. And she went, no, you don't need to do that, I'm sure you've got nothing contagious. But I want to do that anyway, because that's nice to sanitize makeup before you pass it on to somebody, so that's what I'm going to be doing now. Let's start off with the easy part. Let's sharpen all of the pencils. For the shadow stick, I'm just going to tidy up the wand where some of the product has kind of gone over the sides, and then I'll just sort of like press the top of it there. Get some in the cap, and then I'll just get rid of like that very outer layer of the shadow stick, and then I'll just need to quickly clean that bit again. There we go. With the powder, I'm just going to scrape off the very top layer. I've got this tool in a manicure set that I have never used before, but it's quite pointy, so I think that this would be quite good to scrape off like the very top layer. So I'm just going to run this across like this. And then I'll just tidy the sides with a clean tissue. And with the lipstick, I think I'll do a similar thing. I'll just scrape off that very top layer. I'm also going to give her this Mini Rare Beauty highlighter, but I'm not really sure how I can like sanitize this. I mean, she said she wasn't really bothered about me doing it anyway, so I don't think she'll be that bothered that I haven't with this. But yeah, I'm not really sure what I can do with this apart from just cleaning the wand and the outer part, but that's not really properly sanitized it, so I'll let her know. But yeah, she said not to bother doing it anyway, so I don't think she's going to be that bothered that I haven't with this one, so that will do. So that's all the makeup for my boyfriend's sister, all tidied, all top layers kind of scraped off, sharpened, sanitised as best as I can do. So these can all go to her now, she can get some use out of these. Okay, makeup all tidied. I now need to clean my dressing table. So I do have a couple of stains on my dressing table that aren't coming off with the anti-bac, so I am just going to use some of my makeup cleansing oil to remove the makeup. there's one little bit here that just does not want to come off. The oil is helping a bit, but it's like really, really stubborn. I think this just goes to show that I need to clean my dressing table more frequently. And we are done, nice and tidy and clean. The mirror's clean, the surface is clean, the products are all put back, they've all been sanitised and tidied up, so very happy to have this kind of refresh. It's nice to kind of tidy your makeup collection every now and then, so hopefully this has inspired you to do the same with yours. You might have done it alongside me doing mine, so if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. I do like these tidy with me videos, I find them really therapeutic. Hopefully you did too. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you again soon for my next one. Bye!